This is the #1 Neville Goddard concept that changed everything for me. And when I first heard him talk about it, I remember I was listening to one of his seminars and I had to pause it and rewind and listen to it again. Pause, rewind, and listen to it again just to get it to sink into my brain. I really not only wanted to understand it in theory, but feel what he was talking about. And I remember sitting in the living room of my damp Victorian flat in London. I can literally picture the moment. I can picture the coffee table in front of me, the rug underneath my feet. And I remember saying to myself, wow, okay, hello, this feels different. I can feel like this now. This is me now. This is me living from the wish fulfilled instead of dreaming about it. I was a full-on manifestation nerd, but I hadn't come across this missing piece yet. And when I did, it changed everything. So Neville Goddard spoke often about the difference, the distinction between thinking of what you want versus thinking from it. When I first heard him say it, I thought it was kind of just a cool quote. It didn't really hit me. But then when I thought more about it, I thought, hang on a second, that is the key. And that is so different. There is such a huge difference between thinking of what you want. Let's say you identify currently as someone who only ever tends to make X amount of money and you would love to be able to make Y amount of money, right? But you're identifying as someone who makes X amount of money, dreaming of making Y amount of money, thinking of making Y amount of money, but meanwhile, planting yourself in this point in the universe where you earn X amount of money. Now imagine, instead of thinking about earning Y amount of money from X position, you think from the perspective of already earning Y amount of money now. Imagine uprooting yourself from this point in reality and replanting yourself in a new point in reality, the place where you are already earning Y amount of money now. What is different when you think about making Y amount of money when you feel like you are already making Y amount of money? I'll tell you what's different. You go from thinking about earning Y amount of money from a place of lack, thinking about earning Y amount of money from a place where it is so natural and normal for you and you're grateful for it and you're feeling calm in your nervous system, you're feeling happy and grateful. It's done. The difference that makes to your subconscious mind is everything. Because with the old way, when you're thinking of what you want from a place where you don't have it, your subconscious mind just identifies with not having it. And so no matter how hard you work or what you try and do or how many manifestation techniques you try and do, you are perpetually living from a place where you don't have what you want, as opposed to creating this shift in your state, in your feeling, living life now from the energy of the wish fulfilled, from the energy of I already have it. My intention with what I'm saying right now is to help you to feel the difference. Can you feel the difference now between thinking of what you want and transporting yourself there now and thinking from it? So let's just spend a few moments now thinking from what you want, living there now. So think about what you want to manifest. Now transport yourself to that reality where it is your normal and just try it on for size. Get familiar with it. Because it's already done, how does that make you feel? And let yourself feel it now. Breathe it in. Wow, it's already done. That means I can let go. I can let go of the stress and tension because it's done. It's done. It's already mine. It's done. It's nice to be able to relax, isn't it? It's nice to be able to let your nervous system melt into calmness. Now, what's different about how you feel about yourself? Maybe it makes you feel really good about yourself. Maybe you're really excited, proud of yourself, feeling fulfilled, feeling motivated by life, lit up by the fact that this is your life now. And how do you feel about your life in general now that you are living from this place? It's done. What shifts about how you feel about the world? How do you feel about manifestation now? And what does the future hold for you from this place? Looking at the future from this position where what you once wished for is your reality now. Now, that may have been a fun exercise. It may have been enjoyable to try out this new way of thinking and feeling. Now, the way to get this to really work for you, the way that Neville Goddard got the most miraculous changes in his own life, the way that Neville Goddard was able to manifest not having to fight in World War II after just 9 days of implementing this technique, the way that his students were able to manifest so many incredible life-changing results against all odds. They persisted with this practice. It's all well and good taking a few minutes right now to live from the wish fulfilled. But then if you continue about the rest of your day and you continue to focus on lack and feel like you are the kind of person who doesn't have it, it's not going to be as effective. With that being said, Neville Goddard did also say that the most important time of the day to do this work of living from the wish fulfilled is as you drift off to sleep at night. In fact, that is the number one most powerful time of day to do this. And he even did this little experiment with his students where it was called the ladder technique, where he got them all day long to say and think about how they will not climb a ladder no matter what. They will not climb a ladder. But every night, as they drifted off to sleep, he instructed them to imagine themselves literally climbing up the rungs of a ladder, feeling the ladder, and experiencing it with as much of their senses as they could. So during the day, they were saying, I will not climb a ladder. They were affirming, I will not climb any ladders. But at night, they were visualizing climbing a ladder. And to their amazement, most of them ended up, despite trying hard to avoid ladders, finding themselves in situations where they ended up climbing a ladder. And this experiment proved that those thoughts that we impress upon our subconscious as we drift off to sleep are the ones that ultimately control us, because our subconscious controls 95% of what we do during the day. So even if you're telling yourself, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it, if your subconscious is like, we climb ladders, then you just find yourself, when you're not thinking, oh, I'm up a ladder. It's a crazy, crazy experiment, and it blows my mind how it actually ended up happening. But he gave his skeptical students this experiment to prove to them that what you focus on as you drift off to sleep is the most influential factor that creates your next day waking reality. So that's a little extra bonus tip. Together, we just practiced what it feels like to live from, to think from, to feel from your desire rather than just thinking of it from a different perspective where you don't have it. So that's fantastic. You can do it any time of day. I recommend you do it as much of the day as possible. And number one time of day to do it is when you're drifting off to sleep. If you have found that you forgot to live from the wish fulfilled during the daytime, at least you can lay your head on the pillow at night and practice it at that time of day and know that it's still going to be doing amazing things, feeding your subconscious and instructing your subconscious with the reality that you are choosing. I will put a link down below to a playlist of guided sleep meditations that I have created to help you to use this Neville Goddard technique. Over the last couple of years, hundreds of thousands of people have listened to my guided Neville Goddard sleep meditations, and the results in the comment sections are absolutely mind-blowing. So I hope you find that another useful resource. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to give this a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring my bell so you never miss another video. And if you're listening on podcasts, thank you for being with us. Feel free to hit follow, leave a 5-star review, and share this episode, share this video with someone else who will appreciate it, who will get this and who will love this kind of technique. Thanks again, and until next time, bye.